my brother John. When first into this world I came, my troubles did begin. I had a brother John, to whom I was a twin. We looked so much alike, couldn't tell one from the other. And oftentimes I got the blame for things done by my brother. John was bow-legged, inclined to be a crook. While on the street he stole a lady's pocketbook. A policeman came along, and down the street he ran. And just then I came along, she cried, "There's my man." Policeman quickly grabbed me, and off to jail he took. The woman said I'd robbed her, she identified my looks. I told her 'twas my brother John, we look like one another. The judge said, "I'll give you 3 years for looking like your brother." John, of course, got married, he had a loving wife, but he and she would argue throughout their married life. When he and she would quarrel, he'd go out on a spree. And oftentimes when he came home drunk, the neighbors thought it was me. One night I took my best girl to a restaurant to dine. John's wife saw us enter, she followed close behind. She quickly grabbed me by the hair, she thought that I was he. She cried, "You brute, I've got you now, you must come home with me." One night I came home loaded and stumbled into bed. He thought he turned the gas light out and blew it out instead. Next morning they tried to wake him, they knocked upon his door. No answer came, they busted in, he lay dead on the floor. Next morning they had a funeral, they put him in a hearse. They carried him to the burying ground, his body to disperse. They drove so fast the corpse fell out, they never missed him gone. So they saw me standing at the grave, and they thought that I was John. Undertaker grabbed me, he said, "Now John, you behave. You know you're dead, you can't kick, you must go in your grave." They nailed me in the pine box, and I yelled, "Help for mother!" But they could not tell us apart, so they buried me for my brother John.